I'm back. I'm back. What's going on?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to
How
go
many
to the meeting
endings
room.
are there
Perhaps
actually
he had
in this
simply
game?
missed a memo.
Okay, well now I'm gonna do what he says. Instead of
When
going right, I'm
Stanley
gonna go to
came
the
to a
left.
set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Whee! Okay. The original game has 6. Only 6.
Yet there was not a single person
I feel like there
here
were more
either.
for some reason.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
I'm gonna stand in the broom closet.
No, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Now it's like 19 though. God damn. Holy shit, 19 of them? Come on, let me close the door. I almost want to look. Like, I'll go. Right, I'll go until it's hard to find any more endings. But like, eventually it'll get to the point where I'll be having some struggles. And I'll have to, you know, actually look at a guide on specific things to do. But I know there's a bunch. I know there's a handful of endings that are actually really good for this game. I know there's a ton. Wow, there's gotta be something in this broom closet. There's gotta be something in the broom closet, man. There's no way he wouldn't say anything if they didn't expect me to come in here and stand here, okay? No fucking way. Nice. I could make it a vine boom or something. Anyways, while we wait for something to happen, I got a Sonic Mania poster yesterday. Pretty bussin'. Pretty big, too. Probably the biggest poster I actually... Hey, wow, I haven't gotten a bit donation in forever. Henben, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Stanley Parable, and how you doing? But thank you for the 5 bits. I haven't gotten a bit donation in so long. Holy shit. So he just straight up, he just won't say anything. Bits do not exist, not anymore. Not when I'm done with them. Okay, fine. Fine.
Coming to a staircase,
Nope.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, he didn't. He walked downstairs.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion
Can't see my feet.
that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually
BTD 6? What
He
about
wasn't
it?
going to lose his job. He
Good
wasn't
game.
crazy
I like
after
it.
all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was was so
Yeah.
much fun.
Oh,
And Stanley
fart
marveled
reverb.
that
Thank
he had
you.
still not woken up. How was he remaining so
This is definitely a
lucid?
fart
And then
with
perhaps the
reverb moment.
strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and
Maybe he is
thinking?
crazy.
Now the voice was describing itself.
That's a good
being
question.
considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Okay, this is getting a little too
I'm
meta.
dreaming about a voice describing me,
Thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. What the fuck?
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
My brain hurts a little
believing
too
that if
hard.
he's
Plant love
asleep,
that game.
doesn't
Yeah,
have to
he
take
does.
responsibility for himself. Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
That's
Now,
pretty
hearing the
deep,
voice
bro.
Speak these words was
That's pretty
quite
deep.
shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
12B4.
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Is anything changing
This
as I'm
voice
going
was
through
a
these
part of
rooms?
himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Wait, I know this ending.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to
Oh.
wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
I'm still
the press
walking.
of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up.
I can still
he thought
kind
to
of... I'm
himself.
moving through the darkness right now,
I'm
dude.
through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife.
He's got
and
a
my
wife?
job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
What the heck?
My life is normal. I am normal.
Everything will be fine.
I am okay.
Oh, no, I'm still here. This is the part where he panics.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a
Yep,
woman
I
named
know this
Mariella.
ending. This one's actually pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Mariella.
She
That's an
arose,
interesting
got
name.
dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
And there's
But
Stanley.
on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
Fully
I am
blessed.
in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this.
Wow.
And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.